Mic Isham, you were just elected chairman of the Voigt Inter Task Force, and you were explaining that that is the tribal outfit that manages natural resources in the ceded territory. Is that your job?
Yeah, well, we do more than manage the treaty resource. We pretty much implement the harvests for the Chippewa bands in northern Wisconsin, Michigan, and Minnesota. So we really do all aspects of the harvest. We develop the quotas for the deer harvest, quotas for the fish harvest, and the wild rice, and all aspects of our gathering.
Why were you selected to fulfill that position?
Why? Well, you probably have to ask the other tribal reps that, but I'm assuming it's because my college degree is in natural resources, and most of my 25 years of experience is in the natural resource area. I've worked for Gliffwick for about 3 years, had my internship at Gliffwick in '86. Also, I've been our Voigt representative for the tribe for the last 14 years. And so I pretty much know all the issues. I have a good network of people within all the different agencies, and no one's going to pull the wool over my eyes in any of those issues.
Back in the 80s, when you were in college in Northland, there was trouble at the landings. The sports people of Wisconsin did not accept treaty rights. Well, things have changed quite a bit. You've had 25 years of harvest. What are some of the challenges facing Voigt Intertribal Task Force right now?
Well, the challenges and the issues today are a whole lot different, as you pointed out, than in the 80s when we started. There was those sportsman groups that you mentioned. They put out a lot of fear out in the public that the tribes were going to extinct the walleye, extinct the deer, and we're going to take everything. And what we didn't have then, which is what we have now, is the best science of any agency. We've been counting and measuring every fish that we've ever harvested. Same with deer, same with wild rice. And what we have now is very sound science. I mean, the DNR don't count how many fish their citizens take. They don't know. They go base it on surveys and stuff like that. We actually do counts. And so those fears, as we said at the time, they were founded in racism. They weren't founded in science. And so the issues today are a lot different than then. Our issues today are not just fighting for the right and proving that we're not going to harm the resource, but our issues that we face today are more, we fight our way to the table, so to speak. For example, right now the state forest they're doing a lot of state forest management plans. The Forest Service does their forest plans. The county here in Sawyer County is doing the Sawyer County Comprehensive Land Use Plan. And so whatever plans are coming up for renewal, the deer herd plans, the black bear plans for the state, we have fought our way to the table so that we have a say in these plans, because they're anything that has anything to do with any of our resources, avoid stipulation of the court cases that we should have a seat at the table. And so there's so many of them that the DNR and other people used to say, oh, sorry, we missed that one, sorry, we missed that one. Well, now, over time, our relationship has gotten way better. We are true partners now, I believe, with certain aspects of the management systems with the state, that now we are getting those seats at the table. So we have to review the plans, see how they impact our treaty rights negatively or positively. We make our comments on the plan, and in some case we have a vote on the plan. So that's pretty much the difference in back then and right now. Of course, we still have those people out there that are opposed to treaty rights, and they'll look for things to try to divide up the tribes, or to show, hey, the tribes aren't doing good management, but of course we have the science now to back it and show we are the best managers of the resource.
One more question. Zebra mussels on Mille Lacs. Lots of tribal fishermen, lots of boats. Of course, tournament fishermen have been hauling these invasives around for a long time. What do you have to say?
Well, invasive species has been an issue for a long time, and I always like to say we know what the first invasive species was. It didn't come in the ballast of the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. But no one's going to give me federal money to remove the non-Indians off our lake shore. So that aside, back to the zebra mussels, we've been working, I think Glyphwood's been a leader in the area of invasive species. We were the ones to first do work on purple loosestrife because it was a threat to our wild rice moving into the wetlands. There's a lot of invasives out there, as you know, but the most recent one that's could impact our resource is the zebra mussels that were found in Mille Lacs. And then they weren't just found there, they are naturally reproducing there, and there's a lot of them. And so we want to make sure to alert all our tribal spearers and netters that go to Mille Lacs. Make sure you wash your boats, let out the bilge pumps, dry out your nets, and make sure that we don't help spread the zebra mussels here. We will have spray bottles at the landings. Of course, we believe that each individual is responsible for their own boat, but we will be there to assist. We have done demonstrations on how to clean boats and stuff like that, so you don't miss a spot here and there, and trailers. And so we'll be out there, our enforcement division and biology will be out there on the lakes and assisting people where needed.
Okay. This is Nick Vanderpye and Mic Isham for LCO TV. Jimmy Gwitch.
Thank you.